So hopefully from watching those videos, you've realized that a mole is a certain amount of atoms. And we talk about moles instead of talking about the number of atoms because the number of atoms is so huge because atoms are so tiny. And when we talk about number of atoms, we'll also talk about the weight of atoms. Now, the weight of one atom is really, really small. But the weight of one mole of atoms is in terms that we're more familiar with, all right? It's in grams for most things. So we say that the molar mass is the mass of one mole of an element. And our units for these are grams per mole, or g mole to the -1. These are interchangeable. And we can find these values on a periodic table. So if we look at hydrogen, up in this top corner, it has 1 as its atomic number and 1.01 as its mass number or atomic mass. And this atomic mass is also the molar mass. 1.01 is the weight of 1 mole of hydrogen in grams. And about 1 gram is a lot easier to work with than like 0.20 zeros than a 1 grams. So by talking about moles, we get numbers that are much more manageable and we get weights that are actually measurable for us. And then if we move on to helium, helium has a molar mass of 4, which means if we weigh out 4 grams of helium, that is 1 mole. And these numbers keep going up as you move down the table. Aluminium, 1 mole of aluminium weighs 26.98 grams. And the reason these numbers go up is because the atoms are getting bigger. There's more neutrons and protons in aluminium than hydrogen, which means it weighs more, which means 1 mole of it also weighs more. Now, in nature, things don't just appear as individual elements. They appear in compounds. So to find the mass, the molar mass of a compound, we add up the masses of the elements in that compound. So our first example is finding the molar mass of hydrogen chloride. Now, hydrogen has a molar mass of 1.01. Chlorine has a molar mass of 13.45. Within hydrogen chloride, there's 1 hydrogen and 1 chlorine. So we just add those two together and we'll get a molar mass of 36.46 grams per mole.